Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about how we gonna be on DEFCON stupid again with My Adventures with Superman. Because here y'all go, here they go again, where the executive producer revealed that we made Lois Lane Korean for My Adventures with Superman, even though a lot of people was like, she looks Latino because of her connection with Liz from Owl House, who they actually stole the actual design of that character and gave it to Lois Lane and tried to call it something different when it really wasn't. But you know what I'm saying? So just seeing that is kind of like, really? So apparently they was trying to show Lois Lane embracing her Korean side, which, mind you, Lois Lane is a 100-year-old fucking character, and she's been white in every iteration up until this bullshit piece of trash called My Adventures with Superman. You get what DC, Marvel, you see what happens when why people keep saying that you be diluting your brand when you do dumb shit like this. Out of all of the characters that don't need, well, there's a lot of characters in DC and Marvel that just shouldn't be changed. If characters are over 40 years old, you're done. Honestly, if a character is over 10 years old, you're done. You should never be going back trying to race swap or with their character, because nobody's ever going to accept an Asian Lois Lane. Lois Lane for 100 years, because Superman is a 100-year-old character at this point. We're going to just say 100 years. We're just going to jump to 100 at this point. I'm just going to say 100-year-old character because she's damn near close to that. Have been depicted as a white woman for years. And then all of a sudden you get to this stupid ass My Adventures with Superman and make her Korean because the bitch ass voice actor is Korean, because you needed to get SEG scores. Jimmy and Lois Lane have been around for years. They are over 80 something years old characters. We know what they look like. We've seen the characters. Stop race swapping the characters and stop trying to add on some fake ass diversity bullshit, because it don't make no sense for Lois Lane to be talking about being Asian and shit like that, or her Korean side, because Lois Lane isn't Korean. And you did the same thing with the that stupid YA novel too with Lois Lane. I mean, like, my God, if you guys don't understand why people are walking away from these comic books, I don't know what to tell you. Like, how the hell do you keep doing dumb shit? What's the darn thing? Girl taking over Asian Lois Lane. Lois Lane is half white, half Asian, and she goes to Metropolis to start a new life to become a great ace reporter. I mean, okay, but why is she Asian? Why is she Asian? You know what I'm saying? Why you couldn't do this with Angela Chang? You know an actual reporter for Metropolis that actually works for Daily Planet? Why you couldn't put time and effort into her? An actual Asian character who has been a supporting character in Superman mythos for a long time. Why you couldn't put time and effort into that? Oh, wait, because you bitch ass motherfuckers don't never want to put time and effort into that. Why somebody like me can tell you about characters that y'all asses don't know nothing about? You have an archive full of characters if you really need to be diverse and inclusive. You don't have to put Lois and Jimmy in there. You could have easily put Angela Chang and Robbie Toslin from, and these people are actually working at Daily Planet, and one is black and one is Asian. You see, you keep your quota with diversity and inclusion. Just don't have Superman fall in love with Angela. That's it. That is it. See, that's what I'm saying, because you did the same shit with Smallville. That's why you're doing this shit, because you got away with it with Smallville. And at the time, it wasn't a big deal because a lot of people wasn't familiar with a lot of Superman's characters. I always thought it was weird that Pete Ross and Lana Lane was Asian. I always thought that was weird anyway, because I like Lana Lane and Pete Ross, because I was just like, they don't look like themselves and stuff like that. But back in the day, it really wasn't that big of a deal, because it's just like, at least they're not changing every character, because Lois Lane still stayed stayed white. Jimmy Olsen still stayed white with the red hair, with the ginger hair and stuff like that. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, what the fuck wrong with you? Oh, dumbass bitch. God damn it. Fuck you all damn. Put your signal out at the same time. Your ass got in the fucking turn lane, dumbass hoe. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Fuck it. We're doing it live again. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Y'all know damn well, you know, I be trying to record these videos and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. We're going live. We're doing it live. I'm not even gonna take it out. Because I know how much you guys enjoy when I break character when I'm trying to record a video. But anyway, back in the day, you know, people, I'm quite sure a few people complained and stuff like that. But, you know, it wasn't vocal minority because, you know, it wasn't such a big deal. But now it's becoming prevalent where you know how, what's that whole thing? If you give when you give somebody an inch, they take a mile. That's what's happening with these race swaps. You give an inch and then they take a mile. And that's what's happening right now. Nobody gives a damn about Lois' Korean background because the bitch don't got one. She's a white army brat, and she's the most feminine female of all time. She's a badass reporter who takes no nonsense from anybody, and she looks cute in a fucking dress doing the shit. No, Lois Lane is not tomboyish, so no, I don't want to hear that nonsense about you guys are afraid of Lois Lane being a tomboy. No, you guys are afraid of a feminine female Lois Lane, talking about, oh, she's been boring. How has Lois Lane been born for fucking over 80 years? The bitch been in every Superman adaptation since the beginning. We got several shows where she's co-headlining the show with Superman. So I don't even understand what the hell you talking about. She's boring. No, the hell she's not. Lois Lane being a smart, witty badass who takes no nonsense from anybody. Yes, she is still a damsel in distress, but she's one of the most gorgeous women of all time, and she's very feminine when she needs to be, and all the time, honestly. Not this, honestly, Lois Lane in My Adventure with Superman looks like Superman has a crush with a fucking 12-year-old boy. I don't care what nobody say. The bitch looked like a 12-year-old boy. She don't look like a female at all. At all. And I don't get it. You have two characters that work at the Daily Planet that is black and Asian. And you couldn't even bring them in there. And now it's looking stupid. Because people talking about, well, you know, because they made her change some of the Korean themes or themes. I think it was Korea or somebody who was like, nah, you got to take that stuff out. But the producer was like, oh, it's part of Lois Lane because she's Korean. Well, no, because how you gonna go to other countries and then try to tell them Lois Lane is Asian when those people in those countries know Lois Lane has never been Asian. You can't put that woke crap in other countries because they're going to reject it because they know it's stupid. They know Jimmy Olsen isn't black. That's why they hate him. They know Lois Lane isn't Asian. That's why they hate her. Just like a lot of us fans here in America don't like it because it don't make sense. Have you guys not learned anything from the catastrophe that was Cleopatra, The Little Mermaid, Vikings, Anne Boleyn? We gonna keep doing this dumb shit. We gonna keep refusing to be stupid. People are tired. They have told you several times over. When it first came out, people said, no, these designs are terrible. Change Lois to a feminine woman, make her white. Jimmy Olsen, make his ass white. That's all you had to do. But you didn't want to do that because you need to get your precious EGS scores up and your diversity inclusion quota a day up. And now look, you got Lois Lane as an Asian character when she ain't never been Asian before. And you made her a fucking tomboy that I'm supposed to believe that Superman has a massive crush on. The girl doesn't even look female. Really don't. She really do not look female, honestly. She looked like a feminine boy. Definitely that. I just can't believe how you morons at WB and DC will sit up there and let them destroy one of the most iconic women of all times, just so you can get diversity and inclusion points for losers who don't even read Superman, don't know nothing about Superman, but talking about this is the most comic book accurate Superman show we've ever seen. It's so much better than what Snyder gave us. What the fuck Snyder got to do with this bullshit? You know what I'm saying? It is not the most accurate Superman show of all time. It's actually the least accurate Superman show I've ever seen. And Snyder is still more accurate to Superman than My Adventures with Superman ever would be, with that fake ass anime bullshit. If you're gonna give me some anime, you better give me some Shonen Jump anime style anime when it comes to superheroes. That's why Shonen Jump exists. You could never put no action show like that in that style, especially if it's not in that genre. Superman is not an Izuka show, so you can't put that in that kind of style. It's not a JRPG like Sword Art Online, so you can't put it in that style. It is a shonen style. It is a shonen archetype. So you will put it in a style of Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Bleach, My Hero Academia, where you see details of the characters fighting and stuff like that, where the characters all look sexy and appealing. Yes, the men looks like they got muscles on muscles. The women are just drop dead gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to start doing something like that instead of trying to do this fake Western anime stuff. When honestly, if you were gonna do some kind of animation style, I'd rather you guys do what you used to do back in the 90s and the 80s. You know what I'm saying? You know, have you ever seen the original G.I. Joe, Transformers, Jim and the Holograms, stuff like that? If you really needed to do something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do something that got some detail. Like X-Men, the animated series. That's what shit needs to look like. That's what the show need to look like. Or even then, like I said before, Marvel anime. You remember when that time that Marvel had let Madhouse produce a lot of their a few of their shows and was like, have at it. And they made 12 episodes of amazing work of arts for Iron Man, Wolverine, X-Men, and Blade. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. Or use one of the styles, well, not the first style, but use one of the styles that was introduced in Batman Gotham Knight. If you ever seen that movie, you know it's a collection of 6 different stories with different animation style. Don't use the first one, because ain't nobody gonna watch that shit. But the other 5 animation styles you could have easily used for My Adventures with Superman, and it would have did amazing. It would have did amazing. Y'all gotta learn who your audience is. Just because these cutesy whoopsie motherfuckers on Twitter is telling you it's amazing, I already know those ratings are not that great. And I already know when it comes to sales of everything, it's not. Again, even if you go to Comic-Con and people say, "Oh, I love it," and there's a big crowd saying that they love it, that crowd ain't your buying audience. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They're not your buying audience. They are not your buying audience. I can just tell you that right now, because the same ones that are liking My Adventures with Superman are the same motherfuckers who ain't buying nothing Superman related. I'm just call a spade, but they ain't picking up no Superman comic books. Most of them ain't. But they'll swear up and down they know so much about Superman. They swear up and down they know so much about Superman. Just like the people who claim they hate Zack Snyder stuff and like the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. And I'm just like, if you read Superman, you would know how complex of a character he is. You guys always keep talking about he's the big blue Boy Scout, which is true. But like Justice League showed you, and Superman the animated series, Clark do have human moments. It's why Batman always said that even though Superman is an alien and a god among us, he is the most human out of all of us. There's a reason why Batman says that quote. And I really wish a lot of you would understand that. It's just a damn shame that we have to destroy 80 years, over 80 years of characters like Lois and Jimmy, just to be some, oh, look how diverse and inclusive we are. Because realistically, if you move to a big city, he's gonna run into a Korean and a black woman. I mean, and a black boy. Really? No. Especially since he's white. No, absolutely not. I can tell you, he will run into white people before he runs into a Korean and a black person. The odds are very slim. I'm just being honest. You can get mad all you want to, but I just think it's stupid to change over an 85-year-old character and make her Asian, and then try to bring in Asian roots to be, look how diverse we are. And then now you're getting a little bit backlash from, I guess, some of the executives, some people online, and then the Asian population, because they know Lois Lane isn't Asian. They know she's never been Asian. Just because she's voiced by an Asian person don't mean you actually make her Asian, stupid. Good God. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.